Hello, hello, all my lovely and wonderful. Wait, hold on. Is it having a second ad break on top of the ad break that it's currently doing? Oh, no. Is that what it's doing? Did it do two ads back to back? Why does it say that I still have an ad break in progress? I'm gonna save that for later. Or figure that shit out. Post it in my own server so that I don't forget about it for later. Okay. Let's see if we're actually back here in 15 seconds. If you can hear me and aren't experiencing an ad right now and also aren't subscribed, whoopsie, what the heck? What is up with my model? Got fucked up too. Okay, maybe we're back for realsies now. I don't know what happened there. I'm still learning how the ad break thingy works. It seems like to me that I ran 3 minutes of ads and then it chose to run another ad. Don't know what's up with that. So hello everyone. Hello my lovely and wonderful punks. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. We are starting late and doing a shorter stream today because I needed to take an hour to figure out how running advertisement works. Have triggered that on yourself before too? Okay. We'll have to figure out how that works later. I'll have to ask other streamer friends. Unfortunately, the person who was going to help me seems to be unavailable today. She's either ill or just not at her computer. Haven't heard back from her yet. So, if you have any feedback at the end of today's stream about how the advertising is going on, the Seribot pop-up messages, all that sort of stuff, please do let me know because I want to make this as painless as possible. If I could choose to make it so there weren't ads, I would make there not be ads. But apparently, if I don't manage them, you guys see them anyways, and I just don't get paid, which is dumb. So, hello Specs. Hello Io is not mine. Welcome in. Hello Mischief. Hello Emmy. Hello Sammy. You're fast as Fudge. Is Fudge fast? Fudge is pretty slow, in my opinion. But we got all these new Seribot messages. It should let you guys know when ads are being run. The first roll should be right when you start, but it's more like 2 to 3 minute delay. Then it auto triggers the 3 minute ad break on at the top. Weird. Fudge is fast when you eat it. Fast fudge, fast food, but it's just fudge. Hell yeah. Just roll up. Alright, well, Sammy, you were first. Emmy, thank you for the care package. We're doing more the Seance at Blake Manor today. I have set up ads to be 3 minutes every hour, which I think is what most people do. I am going to try doing breaks during those minutes for now. I might see if that is more annoying later and shift to just plowing through. And then also, or at least plowing through for like things that aren't super deep story moments. And then I'm going to try and figure out snoozing ads. I'm going to try and figure out stuff like that. Breaks are healthy, good for the audience too. Yeah, it's true. I do have to piss like 27 times per stream, so having a dedicated break might be good. I might change these graphics up behind me eventually too, although I don't have the money to do so at the moment. But at some point, I might change up these graphics if they're going to be on screen for longer. Not that I have a problem with Molly's old art, but could use some updating. Go piss, girl! Hell yeah! All right, so. That all aside, let me know, of course, if there are any problems with stuff today. We are going to try to figure this out together. We'll keep futzing with it. Hey, Gremlin, welcome in for the time being. Thanks for stopping by, even if you got to run off. Go ahead and go over to live. Gremlin's here for the time being? Yes. We are all here for the time being. I love the time being. Like a warlock? It's more like a giant purple slug with a clock, I think. Couldn't make it, so he sent you as a proxy? Oh, I see. Now I'm imagining the Slay the Spire gremlins dressed up as the Time Eater. Didn't have the time. Thought the Time Slug was a different department. There's been a lot of cuts lately. We're going to expect you guys to be doing the jobs of 5 other people for no additional pay or benefits. Alright, so the thing we did last time, we figured out that our good Mr. Dupre has had his thoughts preyed upon, and something was trying to compel him to put Miss Dean, or to put this ghost into Miss Dean's body because they look similar. I've played 12 cards. Ah, shit. So we used the Ouija board to talk to her, brought him here, and he wants to help her pass on, but in order to do that, we need 3 representatives. He's a representative of Mamon Brigitte. I'm a representative of Breed, because she's blessing me, but we need a representative of Saint Bridget. Basically a trinity of the same individual. We now also have the concept of fetters that have been added to a lot of people's backstories. And I do not currently have any idea who is associated with Saint Bridget. We've also started a new mystery here. Miss Dean left a note, basically her invitation, in one of the ducts. So we can ask people questions about that. Miss Montavani and the locals. And then the other thing, Miss Dean must have other hidden notes about. And we're trying to figure out who might have sent this particular message, because the Callahans refuted wanting to train her, even though this invitation said, come here and I'll teach you magic. And we have a blackmail document from the lesbians that could be connected. That's redacted. Thank you, Gremlin. Thank you. And then other than that, whoa, hold on. Where am I? Map. Oh, okay, there's a turnip here. Turnip. Plus 8 steps. 9 if you have salt. I know it's not the same thing at all, but saying turnip made me think of rhubarb, which made me think of strawberry rhubarb pie, and now I want
Fun
strawberry.
cat fact, I got a laser pointer. Ghoulbert is more interested in the wrist strap than chasing a laser dot.
Welcome in, Glonius. Yeah, more interested in the strap than the dot. That sounds about right. That's cats for you. You get them a present, and they'll be more interested in other shit. Well, from my experience with Graham, keep playing with them, and eventually they'll figure out the part of the toy that's the toy. It took Graham a while to figure out the parts of the toys that we got for him that are toys. Okay. The other thing is we need to get into the basement, but there will be an obvious sign for when we can do that, so that's a ways off. Took him several months to start liking the ribbon. The ribbon was scary. The ribbon go up high? Very scary. But yeah, welcome in, Glonius. Thank you again for the sub. And thank you for the Ghoulbert update. We all love Ghoulbert in this household. Okay. Another thing I could do, I could see if I can go into the Blake Manor here. Oh, the bar is open now. That's probably something we should check out. I don't know if this is a time eater, like some other events are. Nope. Timeline updated Blake Manor. Surprised that newspaper's not readable. Okay, we got Omira. We got a pool table. My access is no longer barred. So true. And if we play our cards right, there might even be a bard. Oh, well, there is a Seamus O'Doyle. Excuse me, sir. Do you have any red rum? Ah, and there's darts. It's time to get good at the darts. And a staff-only supply closet behind. That's okay. I wanted to talk to Seamus
hello
anyways.
again, sir. Need something?
Miss Medium got a massive payout for this, and there's no way the hotel's making a profit off of this handful of patrons stopping by for a normal weekend. Yeah. Oh, I missed this because of the subscription notification. Unfortunately, I had to slightly shrink chat in order to be able to see the buttons to hit for ads because it wouldn't let me move the advertisement buttons for whatever reason. I don't know. You've been wondering, is this supposed to be an invite-only event? Do you need to pay a fee to attend because you're kind of walked in and started participating without anyone asking? Yeah, I assume that it's just a... it's just charging for the hotel and maybe the event as well. I don't know. I don't think it's invite only. I think just maybe it's not popular enough, and we can charge rich people an arm and a leg. All right, Mr. Doyle. Surely I have questions for you. I think Emmy's playing Final Fantasy XIV, and I just heard her mutter, "Son of a bitch." We need to ask him about his cross, because that's relevant to something that I don't remember. I don't recognize the cross you're wearing. Does it have a particular meaning? It's connected to Gnosticism. We think that this guy is an agent sent before Father Sanat, who has forgotten himself. I don't know. I seem to always have had it. Don't care much for the church, God forgive me, but I wear this daily. It's a part of me, I guess. What's that about, eh? Some little shit pulled him Marlboro over to the area where you were working on a story quest. I'm so sorry. I love Marlboro, though. They're one of my favorite Final Fantasy monsters. Stinky plant. Okay, so he doesn't know. He doesn't know. Does he know? Theory, means Doyle is nervous or lying. Could be. Even if you only know a little bit about Final Fantasy monsters, you know that means that you got it with every status effect. Yep. That's Marlboro's things. So we can ask him about this stuff related to Father Sanat. I have to get it out of my head. I can ask him about quinine. Not that I need to, because I already figured out it was being used as a poison. Yeah, let's ask him about aeons. Have you ever heard of an aeon? That's like an angel, right? Is that right? How do I know that? I don't think I've heard that term before. I can't find it, Father. This place, it's protecting. Ooh, I'm right. He's been possessed and turned into the bellhop because the place is trying to protect itself. Ugh. Very interesting. Hi, Thea. Welcome in. Thank you for the care package. So maybe I can ask him about the catacombs. Is this a map of the catacombs? Uh-huh. It could well be. Saw Miss Dean drawing something like that. Never twigged what it was. But now if you want to explore old dusty tunnels full of dead people, congratulations, you best be equipped. Messrs. Varley and Hunter might even join you for the thrill of it. Interesting. Somebody dropped this note. Do you recognize the symbols so I can return it? No. What do they... Actually, I do recognize that. Huh? Please... Oh, put it away. It's messing with my stomach. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Is there anything else I want to ask you about, Mr. Doyle? I could ask him about his shaky hands and sunken red eyes, but I don't think I need to. So I'll leave.
I'll leave you be.
Yeah, all right.
Did that get me anything new on Mr. Doyle? No. I need to investigate his quarters to get more information. So, I can also eliminate Doyle because he's Gnostic and also actively disconnected from God. I'm pretty sure we can trust that Doyle didn't do it. We're eliminating people awfully fast. Why are you saying I have more things? I don't. Okay, I don't think I need to ask Amira about anything currently. Oh, sorry, the other thing I was doing at the moment was kind of going through my culprits and seeing if... Yeah, I need to go through his room. I can profile him some more. So maybe I will do that. But let's first see if I can actually... Actually, this is the supply closet. I think there's actually something else in here as well that we need. Wheelchair. Who does it belong to? The wheels are worn, but the seat itself looks new. Perhaps it's been refurbished. There was something... It just looks like cans. Something else in here to find out about Miss Joyce. Oh. What do these symbols mean? Is this a combination? Down triangle, square, plus half circle, up triangle, diamond, circle, X. Interesting. That's not it. Okay, well, that's going to require a code of some sort. I do have that alchemy symbol code that it could be. God, I have so much information. Circle, diamond, weird female symbol, circle, circle, that it could be. But I think this is probably going to be something relating to Ms. Joyce. I already asked her about the cross. Okay, I assume that whatever's behind that panel is the bit we need for Miss Joyce. So we'll keep it in mind. Now here's a question. Can I enter? Locked oak door. I don't think it seems much use. From my memory of the outside, I suspect it leads to Blake private residence. Okay. Kind of thought so. Kind of thought that would be a dead end. It's good to know. Okay, so what to do with my time then? I could go pester O'Meara. Hunter needs his quarters. O'Finn, I could be profiled. I need to research the Milicians, and I could look in his room, which I do have access to, and he's currently in the lobby. So why don't we do that? We'll go look at the Druid's room. Because even if I don't suspect him of being the murderer, I do need to convince everyone to leave the seance. Because presumably they will all die. So room 17, that's Miss Barbosa. Oh no, Mr. O'Finn's in the southwest corridor. I can't check his room. Or Coventry's room. Those are the only rooms I still can't check. Okay, in that case, I could check Mr. Toussaint's room. There's something I can still do with Miss Callahan. Looked at the well symbols. Oh, I can ask her about those. Okay, I'll probably do that next. I don't think I need to look at her room too much more. Miss Barbosa, I need to learn Shay's name. And I'm just kind of hard locked on that one. Same with Miss Quinn. I need to learn about her family. Kind of hard locked on that one too. Red X's on this door? I don't need to do anything else for the lesbians. Mr. Blake, I need to investigate his residence, which I cannot currently get to, and I need to profile him, which requires him to show up. I'm already done with Dupre. Father Sinat. Need to find the connection between Father Sinat and Mr. Doyle, which I have looked at his cross. I guess I could ask... No, it's not here to ask Father Sinat. I've already asked him. Yeah, that cross and this cross are similar. They're not the same, though. Could ask Mr. Doyle about Gnostic research probably when I unlock this. Same about asking him about the Black Iron Prison. Yeah, unfortunately I can't do anything else here. Might be able to do it on Doyle himself. No, I need to investigate his quarters. Okay, there's to be a delivery on Sunday around noon. That's probably what will allow me to get into the basement. Investigate her quarters, investigate the basement. Ruri, ask about his strange equipment and find correspondence. Dr. Callahan was in direct communication with Miss Dean regarding a mentorship in the mystic arts. I should search the manor for any further correspondence that might have been hidden away. And I can ask him to take a picture of me. So I might do that. I might have him take a picture of me. I need to check Miss Darcy's room some more, which I could do. She's outside. I need to apparently profile Mr. Scarrett some more, which I don't know how. I've already discussed his cigars, his cane, and his crest, which connects him to the Freemasons. But I could check his room some more as well, I guess. Really feels like I've finished his line. I'm surprised I'm missing something. Coventry, I can't check his room. Varley, need to check his quarters. Okay, so sounds like to me, at the moment, we're to check Miss Darcy's room and maybe Mr. Scarrett's room. Mr. Scarrett's room is... Darcy's room's here. Scarrett's room is... here. Well, that's closer. Let's check out Scarrett's room. Double check. Sounds like there's someone on the other side. Interesting. I thought he was out and about, but I guess he must be in his room. Okay, so we can't do Scarrett, but we can do Darcy. Try to find whatever it is we missed. Yeah, room 13. Good thing I thought to listen first. I would have walked in there and got thrown out. I still think the game would benefit from a knock option where you could knock on the door and then talk to a person that's in their room. But maybe that's outside the game's capability for programming. Alright, so what am I missing here? Got her schedule already. I got this bit of writing. That's her vanity. Her cross. Just let us know that she's Protestant, I think. Oh, okay. I saw this journal, but I didn't get this medical certificate on top. A medical certificate showing Miss Darcy was bedbound for some time in autumn last year. Oh, no. I did read that one. I don't know why it cost me time anew, because I already looked at it. I really was thorough with her room, so I'm surprised it says I still have something here. Ah, her shoes. Her shoes seem to be of medium size. That's a relevant fact. Is that it for her, though? Rattle, rattle again. Gremlin escaped. Oh, no. You gotta use a higher quality ball drag. Investigate room 13. That's where I'm at. I've checked this. I've checked this. I could look at her clothes. Some dress clothes, nothing important. Read this book. She's got a cup. Higher quality ball, you say? Used the master ball? Oh, geez. Is there maybe something up near her pillows? No? Oh, okay. Why on earth does Mrs. Darcy have a bottle of thallium? There we go. Half-empty bottle of thallium. What's left is enough to kill someone, as is what has been used. Think. Miss Darcy's goal is to murder everyone. No, Miss Dean, as revenge for the affair that occurred while she miscarried.
Mrs. Darcy wants to murder Miss Dean. I should find and confront her about this.
Here we go, another confrontation. Yeah, this way works. And then this way. Hooray, confronting people, quick the crowd. Yeah, that's what I want. Crowd of people. My current suspects are Hunter and Coventry. Maybe Varley. And then, of course, the potential that Miss Dean is threatening herself.
Mr. Ward.
Your goal is to murder Miss Dean as revenge for the affair that occurred while you miscarried.
What a dark horse you are, Mr. Ward. But for what purpose? Why go to all this trouble? Would you mock me?
Yeah. Morblia, I do be morbin all the time. Hi, Blood. How are you? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well.
Or do you mean something worthwhile by it? I confess. I killed my husband. I did. It seemed to me there was nothing else I could do. Everything he put me through. I saw nothing but red until he was cold in the ground. And then I thought, it wasn't only him who wronged me.
Well, at least you killed the bastard first and then decided to go after the other lady. Blorblia, I do sometimes be Blorbin. I'm always Morbin, but sometimes I'm Blorbin. Good, you got the day off. Yay! Yeah, it's a holiday, isn't it? It's Memorial Day, I think. I don't know. The concept of non-Christmas Halloween and Thanksgiving holidays has kind of blurred for me. The power of the time being. The time being grants time, and he takes it away.
There was the woman, too, who had caught his attention. She must have known. Our Evelyn Dean. So yes, I came here under his name, intent on finding her. To this forsaken backwater on the west coast of nowhere. To do something terrible to her. But now...
Excuse me.
Well, now I don't think I wish as much vengeance as I thought.
Wikipedia tells you yesterday was Pentecost. I didn't know that was the English name. I don't know what that is. I know that there is a branch of the church that are the Pentecostals, but I don't know anything else about that word.
But since I've been here, I didn't really believe in ghosts and magic before all this, you know. But I'll tell you this, I do now. My husband is haunting me. I don't want vengeance, but I do want to be rid of him. And maybe he'll be content if he has her for company. If that is what it takes.
Well, there's no need to resort to such things, Mrs. Darcy. Let me see if I can do something about your husband.
You know, one thing that gets me a little bit about this game is I really like the voice actor for Mr. Ward, and I think it's very, very well acted, but I don't think it matches the art we see of Declan Ward. It's too soft.
Chance would be a damn fine thing.
Alright, so I need to do an exorcism to make Miss Darcy happy. Okay. She's never been here before. She's here under faked credentials and cannot use magic. Alright. Let's clear these and... exorcism. Let's see. Father Sanat is possibly the person most apt for an exorcism, but also he's actually Gnostic, so maybe he doesn't care. Toussaint might know, but I think... excuse me, I think Dupre and Montavani are better checks. Is this how I spend my time making murderers happy? Yeah. If you make them happy, then they'll be happy. And happy is good. Alright, everyone, prep your ears. It's going to do the fucking hinge noise. I have to take my headphones halfway off every time I go through that door. It fucking hurts. Alright, Mr. Dupre, I have not found someone who believes in St. Bridget, but can I bother you about something else?
Hello again.
I'm gonna whiff of something weird for just like a second there. Hey, how exorcism? Mr. Dupre, might you know much about exorcisms? I do, for my sins. Actual banishment is hard. death failed to remove the spirit, what can we do more than her? Laying a soul to rest is the easier and kinder method of being rid of one. But when that's not an option, which is often the case with angry spirits, then we trap a soul and take that feather to a faraway place. The Gulf of Mexico is littered with ghosts. Harmless to us there. Is that true? Is that why the Gulf of Mexico is full of ghosts who don't want to leave? Tell me, are you asking theoretically or actually? Actually. What do you need? Mrs. Darcy believes she is being haunted. And also Mr. Dupre is friends with Darcy, so all the more reason to ask him. Mrs. Darcy believes she is being haunted by her late husband, and she seems to be at her wit's end. I understand you are well versed in such matters. Do you think you'd be able to help her? Where's Moselle Sheed now? I had the impression that there was something troubling her, but I didn't know it was quite that serious. I can help, of course, but I'll need an item of Miss Darcy's, something that would have been of considerable emotional value to him. Try to find something that could work. Something of Mr. Darcy's that was of emotional value. Okay. Let me know as soon as you have it. It'd be best not to let this linger. Something of Mr. Darcy's.
Not at all.
The poison! Alright. I might have to go back and ask Miss Darcy. Find something of Mr. Darcy's. Mr. Dupre says that he needs something of considerable emotional value to Mr. Darcy to exorcise his ghost. If he was cheating on his wife, I suspect I won't find anything there. With his mistress, perhaps. Okay, so maybe something that let's see, it would be in it. Oh, interesting. This one's green, I guess because it's a different kind of sigil. Not a lot that'd be more emotional at this point. I think we're looking for more of a positive emotion. This is all observation, learned, documents, items. Yeah, the items we have aren't relevant. Oh, that's right. We found some remains and decided to keep them. Chimney charm, slipper. I guess her slipper could work, but probably not. Keys. Analysis. Well...
Hello again, my...
I've got a photograph of Miss Dean. That might work. 5 bony boys rattling bones? Hell yeah. Welcome in, Dragoon. Congrats on the 5 stream streak. How you doing today? I hope you're doing well.
Not at all, Miss.
You can't at Dragoon? Oh no. Why not? Ooh. Been doing good. Glad to hear it. Digimon Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. Forget if that's the Digimon game that Emmy's been playing or the one that she just picked up.
Mr. Ward.
Can I discuss... I can discuss the exorcism with you. That's the one you've been playing? Nice. Yeah, we can take a minute to talk about the exorcism. She'll ask around and see if I can find a way to exorcise your husband's ghost for you. Please, I like ghost stories in books. In reality, less so. Place is positively crawling with
That was
experts and
all.
gas.
Good day.
Okay, so that doesn't help. I could talk to the others, and maybe one of them would have an answer. Otherwise, I think I need to find something of Miss Darcy's, and I don't... Or not Darcy. Miss Dean's, and I don't know what. The stream streak doesn't put you in chat, technically, so the act gets confused. Oh, I see. Okay. Ugh. I need to find the notes that she's left. I need another way into the bathhouse, which I presume is going to be by underground tunnel. Just thinking of my options. There's the eastern courtyard. There's the towers. There's the cloakroom. Could maybe have something interesting in it. Like, at this point, I'm like, where haven't I looked that might have a note from Miss Dean in it? Cloaks are cool. I miss cloaks. Ah, we've got a St. Bridget cross in here. I could listen at the vent, but Mr. Varley's not in there right now. A salt bowl, that's relevant. Box of salt, used to absorb moisture from the coats and boots kept in here. Ah. Not for rituals then, but might be important if I need salt later. Several sets of boots, some coats, crates with turnips in them, another coat. So I could go rifling through pockets. Coats left to dry. Oh, that hits all the coats? Okay. No pockets, then. Boots used by the guests. They're average-sized boots, larger ones and smaller ones. Okay. So, the boots in question are probably here. You see, Miv is at 622. Only 44 more until the funny Satan number. And also, Graham. Where's Graham? He's in his bed. He's got his little head on his on the side because he likes having a pillow. But yeah, we're steadily growing. I forgot to say, because I had to say about all the new advertising stuff, but between streams we got followed by Popcat56. Thank you, Popcat. My hope is, yeah, I'd like to hit 666. I think that would be fun. And then my goal for the end of the year, if we're lucky, I'd like to hit 750. And if I hit 1,000, I think that would be really, really cool. So, yeah. Oh, they got one of these little calendar blocky things here. That's nice, in case you forget what day it is.
This area is
Whoop.
off.
Sorry, Mr. Varley. Wasn't trying to get behind you. Hacker whose memory's been a blast too. There's a character you would like to take an iron skillet to, but just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, let's talk to Montavani since she's here.
Signor Ward.
About exorcism. Would you know anything about exorcisms, Miss Montavani? Exorcism? Oh, no, signor. I talk with the dead. If I were to chase them away, I would be out of work. But there are many magicians here. Someone more versed in death is certain to know what you could ask. Okay, so I've made the right choice. If I ask Father Sinat, I'm not going to get anything useful. I need something from Miss Dean. So, I need to get into the basement. I need to get Miss Dean's blackmail. I need to get Miss Dean's something. I need to get Miss Dean's blackmail. I need to find someone who worships Saint Bridget. Hold on. In my records, I've got St. Bridget's Cross, don't I? Hunter has St. Bridget's Cross. Is he out in the courtyards? No. Ground floor. Is he out back? He is out back. Let me go out back and see if I can talk to him about St. Bridget. Maybe he could do the work. Elsewise, Hunter's still interesting. I have a picture of Miss Dean. I do have a picture of Miss Dean, but I don't think that's what we want. You're obviously not naming them or their actions as you're curious to see if Emmy has the same or a similar response to how their characters act about certain things. For sure. Soon, Guam Cam, someday. Someday. Do. Hi, Mr. Hunter. Right. Have I not examined St. Bridget's Cross? Maybe that's part of the issue. Okay.
Right.
You're excited to get to it. You've heard Hacker's Memory is better, but you wanted to finish Cyber Sleuth first. You said Satan number? Yeah, we'll do it when we get to Satan number. Someday. Okay. I think I actually have to cut back through the manor to get to the stables. Okay. It's this way. Hello, horsey. St. Bridget's Cross. A St. Bridget's Cross. Or one of the staff putting these up around the manor. There we go. Caitlin Joyce, St. Bridget's Cross. Oh, it might be her. She's the one that had the Cross of St. Bridget on her. Okay. Which means I should go find Joyce to be representative. If she's willing. That's another thing. Would she be willing to do such a thing? Where is she currently? I don't know. Timetable. She's in the atrium. Somewhere. Definitely finished Cyber Sleuth. It makes even more interesting seeing the section's Hacker's Memory intersects with Cyber Sleuth. Nice. Alright, Miss Joyce, where are you? It says you're in the atrium. Gotta be around here somewhere. Maybe in one of the corridors. Ugh. That's going into the tower. Ugh. Interesting. It says she's supposed to be here. Is my schedule lying to me? bugs. I might have to make a trap sometime soon. Okay. Well, we'll just have to keep it in mind because it says she's in the atrium and she clearly isn't, so... I didn't see her anywhere on the map. Oh, one sec. Oh, big stretch. Okay. What's at the head of the stairs? We've got the chef here, the device, and then you go up and there's a painting, and then you go up and nothing. I think Miss Joyce was here, but I think maybe she left early for the hour. It's possible. Bottom of the stairs. Bottom step at the left and right. Jack-o'-lanterns. Yeah. They're just made with turnips instead of pumpkins. Okay, if I can't find Miss Joyce, what can I do? You know what? I could go to Miss Dean's room again and see if there's something I missed. Yes. This is the right one, right? Yeah, okay. Oopsie. You can turnip them on and off? True. Alright. Is there more in here? There's these hints from before. Nothing here. Ooh, the music is picked up. I think I've already looked at most things in here. I was hoping maybe I could find another hidden note. We already found the clue in the fireplace. Yep. Nothing behind the privacy screen, I don't think. Yep. Okay. So nothing here of note. Which is much less effort than having to pumpkin them on and off. True. Okay. I wish I could dismiss this message about clipping my best moments from myself. Like, I would be happy to have you guys be clipping my stuff, but I don't need to be telling myself about that. I could check out the towers again. I think I've looked at both towers. What else do we have? You learn about Quinn's family. She's still in the library. Yeah. I could try looking in her room, but I don't think that's gonna help. I assume... Well... We'll come in here and look and see if there's, like, the history of the Quinns written somewhere. See if I missed something. Poetry book. Drawings. Book. Another poetry book. Well, it's a waste of a minute. Yep, that's her mementos. Those are her grimoires I've already looked at. Her clothes I don't care about. Okay. Let's try going to the library and see if there's anything I've missed in the library that might be helpful. Fucking bugs. Gnats. I could check the Blake history and see if there's anything about the Quinns in the Blake history. No. I could look up Wilhelmina Blake, but I'm not super interested in that in the moment. I've already looked into lucid dreaming, which we will do later. I've already looked at the Egyptian archaeology. I don't have any more medical codes to look up. No. I guess I could look up Wilhelmina Blake. I already know everything I need to on Gnosticism, Irish gods, and Irish religion. Alright, Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina August Blake was born in 1788 to Thomas Blake, the 6th Marquess of Doon. She disappeared without a trace on the night of October 29th, 1828. She had a passion for music from an early age and was often called upon to entertain her father's guests with piano recitals in the drawing room. In the months leading to her disappearance, she developed a keen interest in Egyptology after her uncle, Lord Barnard Blake, gifted her an ancient vase he recovered during an expedition to Giza. The vase disappeared on the same night as Lady Blake. After she vanished, her younger sister Elizabeth experienced episodes of melancholy and would roam the ground searching for Wilhelmina, adamant that she had never left Blake Manor. Nobody ever found for Wilhelmina, and so her final whereabouts and fate remain unknown. Okay. A bottle of sherry. Her schedule. The maps. I'd love to learn more about your family. Could you tell me about them, maybe?
Hello, Mr. Walker.
Beep. Can I ask you about your regional research? It's people. Yeah, not much else here. I guess we'll try the regional research. Can I ask you what you're working on, miss? Oh, right, yes, I'm researching my family, I suppose. The Quinn family. Oh. Advertisement time. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and do this. And we're back. I think I timed that right. I think I did a little bit of talking while the ad break was going, but there we go. Hopefully that was smooth for everyone, and if it was annoying, please let me know, and I can try to figure out how to make it less annoying in the future. Can I ask what you're working on, miss? Oh, right, yes, researching my family, I suppose. The Quinn family lived around here for not that long ago. I'm interested in the land they used to own, and who lived on it. I did not expect it to prove so difficult. Okay. Didn't see an ad. Interesting.
I'll leave you be.
Farewell.
I'm pretty sure you're not subscribed, so it must have something to do with you being in a different country, perhaps? Religion, spiritualism, Irish folklore. Irish folklore might have the Quins. Nah. You subbed? Yeah, I don't think he's currently subbed, or ad blocker, which no one would use ever. Yeah, I don't know if the ad blocker works on Twitch. Irish mythology, I don't think helps me here. World mythology, I don't think helps me here. Geography, maybe? Blake Manor, the Connacht region, the Ulster region, the Munster region, the Leinster region. Not right now. Sometimes ad breaks miss people due to local ad laws in their country. Yeah, that would be my guess. My guess would be it's something to do with where Drag's from. Construction of Blake Manor began in 1652 on land awarded to veteran soldier Edward Blake. Matter no small undertaking or finance, and the word continued over generations. Said the manor was built on the grounds the local residents considered to have once been sacred, but records of this do not exist. I could look up the region some more, but I don't think that helps me. Archaeology, I don't think helps me. The vase of Nectanebo, yeah, I don't need that. Psychology, I don't think helps me. This just gives me info on dreams, right? Yeah. Sciences. Nothing right now. Medicine. Folk healing quinine. If it's free, I guess we'll go ahead. Extracted in India from the bark of the chinchinoa tree, quinine was used in 17th century South America as a treatment for malaria and fevers. Through British trade networks, quinine became commonplace in Irish medicine as a general fever remedy. It can be purchased from chemists and apothecaries in pre-mixed tinctures and tonics, as well as in pill and powdered form. Quinine sulfate powder is often sold in small quantities without the need for prescription. Due to its dreadfully bitter taste, it's recommended to be mixed with water, sugar, or spirits for easier consumption. In high doses, its side effects may include dizziness, numbness, and dulling of the senses. In severe cases, it can cause nausea, confusion, temporary blindness. Yet quinine remains the preferred option for many, as its side effects are less harmful and addictive than most opioid alternatives. Although its distribution has been regulated since 1868, along with opiates and arsenic-based substances, high doses of quinine can still be obtained in Ireland from local chemist shops upon presentation of a physician's order. Important question, Miv. Have I had Taco Bell lately? Haven't had for a while. You were hoping for any sort of updates if there were new tasties. I've had Taco Bell once recently. They had the chicken chalupas. And they were smaller than I had hoped and more expensive than they should be for that size, but they were really good. If they were like the size of a regular chalupa for the price, they'd be a fantastic item. But as is, they were a bit small, but they were really tasty. Other than that, I haven't had it as often. Unfortunately, the Taco Bell, the closest Taco Bell is, so basically, the only time Emmy and I get to eat out anymore is on Friday when Moselle comes over and takes us out to do grocery shopping, and we get dinner, and then we come home and play Phoenix Wright together. And Moselle basically lives next to a Taco Bell, like very close. So she's often like that is the convenient nearby option. So I don't suggest it as often. One, because it's pretty far for us to drive all the way to Taco Bell, and two, because it's so close to her that I imagine she has it fairly often. So unfortunately, not something we get as often as we would like. That's why you don't drive but walk. It would be way too far for us to walk. I am very happy. Our local, so there's a chain here in West Virginia called Tudor's Biscuit World, and there's one that's like right next to us, but they closed to renovate the building, and I think originally it was like half the restaurant and then half like a loan agency. I think they've the loan agency is closed down, and Tudor's has remodeled such that they could absorb the other half of the building. And they should be opening any day now, and I'm very excited for that because they have very tasty biscuits. Flora and fauna. That's not going to have her family, but is there anything? Look up white heather. Heather is found in abundance across Scotland, especially the drier heathlands. Several types, though most common and therefore most iconic, is common heather, also known as ling. Ling is typically pink-purple color, but a much rarer variety of ling with white flowers is also found in the region. White heather is associated with battles and conflict, but is thought to bring good luck to anyone who carries it. One common usage of white ling, with the superstition in mind, is as inclusion in bridal bouquets. Okay. We did see white heather earlier, and I wondered... world history, does that have anything on the Quins? Nope. Have no idea where I'm... Irish history, does that have anything on the Quins? Nope. Simply call upon your minions to carry the palanquin through the drive-thru. We don't have a palanquin, and our minions are feeble. Who's left to talk to? Sorry that I keep doing this where I'm just like, well, who can I talk to? Because that's basically what I've got to do. I can't do more in Coventry or Varley or any of the employees or the Blakes. Rory Callahan, where are you right now, mister? I don't know if I have enough time to get my picture taken, but... I think he's in his room, so I don't think I can do anything with Rory right now. I could make my way through the hedge maze and talk to his aunt. I could go let's go to Mr. Toussaint's room. He's out in the hedge maze. I've got a few minutes. We can see if Mr. Toussaint has anything like, I don't know, Miss Dean's corpse. Feeble minions and no palanquin. What's next? Your princess title has no claim to the throne. I'm not a princess. Gramophone. Look. Play record. Books. Cigarettes. Very French. Lots of clothes. A book. This room's a lot messier than I expected. Tea tray. I guess how big is his shoes? 2 pairs of perfectly polished, medium-sized black shoes. Alright, we know that his shoes are a size. Correspondence. A letter from a solicitor advising Mr. Toussaint that there is no formal way to defect from the church and declare himself an atheist. Okay. You have a clip that you are a pretty corporate princess sponsored by Ocean Spray. I was lying. Nor is there any means to sue for wrongdoings suffered in their care, as no record was kept nor witness found in relation to his exorcism. Oh, interesting. So he's against the church because they tried to exorcise him, which was probably torture. Oh, interesting. Handprints. What's Mr. Toussaint been up to? He's been getting fucked. Clone, comb. Experiment 04B, still unsuccessful. I've managed to induce lucid dream states, but they have not been the same dreams I have at night, during real sleep. None of the corridors, sigils, or standing stones from my nightly dreams. Why is this? My technique is as the research directs, comfortable and safe space, and suitable music. Could it be because I find myself here in an unfamiliar place? Could it be could that be distorting my attempts? Perhaps I could try this technique and use Miss Dean's journal as my anchor. Interesting. Do you have Miss... No, you gave me Miss Dean's journal. Or no, I mysteriously received it. I think that it must have been from him. Alright, Mr. Toussaint. We know that you're an atheist and that you don't have... magic. So you are definitely not it. We are rapidly eliminating the visitors. Alright, did I get actually anything new on here? I think this might be done. So we're just going to get new facts on this bit. Which, I have one more fact to unlock about him. Nothing in here. I don't think it would benefit me to listen to his music. Novel. What's he reading? Guide de Masponce Bel Ami. It is in French, so I have no idea what it's talking about. So true. Okay. Nothing else important from Mr. Toussaint, I don't think. But getting his shoe size was useful. Confirming that he was atheist and knowing that he's doing something weird here. Oh, here we go. Letter to Mr. Toussaint from another member of the Society for Psychical Research. They're urging him to reconsider his hardline stance against the use of magical practices in his work, saying a knowledge of the enemy's tools can help him fight them. Given where I found this, he does not seem moved by their argument. We can hit the tea tray and then we can leave and we'll get the thing. Maybe if I kiss him, I'll learn he's a good kisser. I would never kiss the French. Have a pot of tea and an untouched cup. Okay. What about French kissing? Oh, shit. You got me there. Poor Quicks. I was talking with Quicks last night. Apparently over the weekend he's been at a convention and it's been hell. Not because of the convention, but because his publisher is the one who set up the table. And while having him and his fellow authors there drawing on like, I don't know, maybe a foot of table space to have things for people coming to the cons, his publisher is just like sprawled out on his phone, taking up like the rest of the table. Because people with wealth are useless. Okay, I guess I'll ask Miss Murphy a question, and that'll advance the clock. Hello, ma'am. What can I ask you about? I don't think any of that. I could ask you about Father Sonat directly. What do you think of Father Sonat? Well, I haven't spoken to him much, sir, at least for now. I thought I might ask him. No, never mind. That might be good to ask Doyle at some point, too. His opinions on Sonat. Fire them? Yeah. Earth them. Air them. Water them. Electricity them. Darkness them. Light them. Get him with all the elements. Ding. What we know of ghosts in the drawing room. Well, we might as well attend the event. Okay. Get out of here. Jesus Christ, there's so many of these little gnats. Okay. So, Mr. Doyle is still in the bar. The lady's in the... yeah, she's there. Before we will go ahead and run around, see where people are at. Do I have anything on my timetable for Joyce? Oh, good. We've got the evening schedule. First floor, southeast corridor. Okay. I should be able to actually ask her about that soon then. Anybody out here? No. Very dark. At 5 o'clock in October, perhaps, is normal for Britain. Or Ireland, rather. Alright, southeast corridor. Would be this one? Oh, it's the southeast upper corridor. I might have to go down. Nope, she's around the corner. Cool. Miss Joyce, can I use your faith in a saint? Ooh. Ooh.
Father? What are you doing up here?
Too dark for
Mrs.
skunk.
Joyce.
Here, use this to buy a
You see,
flashlight.
Thank you, Jova. Welcome in. How are you? Thank you for the subscription. Hope you're doing well. Drag, if you could shout out Jova. Jova's a lovely fellow skunk streamer. They're very fantastic. I always enjoy hanging out in their streams. It seems you can. Jova, how have you enjoyed Dungeon Crawler? I finished 100%ing it last night. Do I want you to do too? Nah. It's good? Nice.
Oh, never mind. I've been needing to speak with you urgently.
Not this again, Mrs. Joyce.
A skunk streamer? You've never seen one? Whoa, I'm right here.
I can't do it. I can't. But I must. Oh, Father, I just don't know if I have the courage to...
There is no must here, Mrs. Joyce. Be it madness or the passion of Christ that drives you, do what is in your heart.
How can you be so flippant about it?
Few things matter in the end, Mrs. Joyce. This isn't one of them. Whatever you choose, her soul is bound to hell. There is only one thing that can change that.
Very interesting. What does Miv being with here have to do with you not having seen a skunk stream? I'm a skunk! You only played it once and you're often playing these kind of games only on stream, so it's slow progress? That's fair.
Good day.
Hello, sir. Anything I can...
St. Bridget's Cross. I've noticed someone's been putting St. Bridget's crosses across the manor. Oh, that'd be myself, sir. You know, they protect against flames. I thought we could all use some protection. Against flames? Use your nose. Boo. Rude. Alright. I guess ask directly about the Cross of St. Bridget. Your necklace. At a distance, I assumed it was a resurrectrix, but now I see it's St. Bridget's cross. Yes, sir. All my love to God, Jesus, and Mary. But I have a special place in my heart for St. Bridget. I kept her close to me, as she protects us, sir, from evil, and from fire, too. Okay. So, you're very relevant to the fire ghost. You got a skull head? That's true. No cartilage. Could ask her about Bridge. Know anything about the goddess Breed? Dear Saint Bridget, sir. May she bless us. You know, I think she's always been there for me. I never feel more at peace than when I feel her near. Maybe I can discuss with her, with Dupre, her, and that will activate the progressing of that quest, because I'm sure this is who I'm supposed to have for Saint Bridget.
I'll be off.
God bless.
I should run around and see if there's anything else I can eavesdrop on as well. I want to go to the talk, but like, you know, if there's any more. Whoops, I hit caps lock at some point. I guess let's step out into the gardens. I think Dupre's locked to location for now. Hunter's out here. But not the others. I could head to the hedge maze. I guess I probably should. Nope, not F. X. There we go. It's tap rather than hold. Alright, everyone. Get ready to cover your ears. What date is it in game? It is October 30th. Oh yeah, Dupre's not here anymore. I guess I can still do his quest, but I'll have to do it with him not being localized there anymore. Alright, no one's in the hedge maze anymore. Cover your ears again. It is October 30th, 18 something. We are in the 1800s still, but I don't remember exactly what year it is. Can I get oil for that gate? I wish. I should steal this Manor's layout for my next tabletop game. I should check out the bar. Alright, we got Omira, we got only one half of the lesbian couple. We got Seamus. Hi, Seamus. Would make for a good murder mystery one-shot. Yeah. Like, I don't have to necessarily use the same characters and plot, but, like, not having to design my own murder would be or my own building would be pretty good. Dinner is at 7. Okay. So I've got a while. Could step out to the stables, but I don't think anyone's going to be there. Yeah. Surprised the lesbians are split up at the moment. Alright, let's go to the talk. Not anyone here, right? Nope. Alright.
Ciao. Ciao. For those of you I have not yet had the pleasure of meeting, I am Carmela Mantovani. And I'm here to talk about ghosts and all that we know about them. So, grazie mille for attending. Now, I will speak with you about ghosts, spirits, phantoms,
Wraiths. Specters. Shoot, I know more. Spookums. I would say ghouls, but poltergeists. Yeah, ghouls are typically physical. Hauntings.
There is still much we don't know about ghosts, you must think.
Gabagool.
And this is true. Yet, there is plenty to speak on. So do not worry. We do know that not all dead linger. Only those bound to a place, an object, a person stay. Why? This we do not know yet for certain. It is theorized that all spirits are bound, fettered, by an emotional component. Death in a place, obsession with an object, love or anger to a person.
Okay, so this is where I could have gotten the concept of fetters if I hadn't already gotten it.
By their nature, they're hard to define. And yet, even in their elusiveness? Yeah, sì, questo funzionerà. We find them everywhere.
Questo funzionerà. I think that's... from context clues, that gives me that works. Like, this, that was an effective translation, but I'm not entirely sure.
By their many names, they are all across the world. There are many formations. Some echo the grief they left upon the world and are blind to the living. While others are vengeful and aggressive, haunting a person or place and causing everything from psychological to physical damage. Regardless, no single spectre has been able to directly communicate. But tomorrow night we intend to change this. So, what stops them from speaking? Is it a physical matter? No, it cannot be, as they interact with the world in other ways.
What about emotional damage? Oh, there's a lot of emotional damage.
Blowing papers off desks, snuffing candles, sometimes even striking people. Perhaps the limitation is in their lungs, then. Well, no. Many wail and moan, after all. Could it be they have nothing to say? I do not think so. Many a mystic, myself included, believe that spirits have given us a feeling of things they once said. There is a chance this is wishful thinking on our parts. But I believe so many have felt this, that at least one person must be correct. Maybe they simply cannot speak for themselves? This we cannot rule out, and is to be my conclusion, if our seance does not bear fruit. So, why do I have such hopes for this seance? This I have been doing for a long time. When you invite a ghost to speak with you, there are always limits. The strength of the spirit, the skill of the medium, the thickness of the veil. All of these things can make it difficult for a ghost to manifest. We see their forms on occasion. We feel the echoes of their emotion. But these things do not require expense. They sustain themselves. Somehow. This we do not understand. It takes effort for a spirit to be more than echoes, to make a more conscious connection with the world of the living. This is an age of science, yes? So, let me speak in those terms. We think of ghosts as waveforms, spiritual waveforms. A soul rippling long past the death of its host, its shell.
But in fact, ghosts are more like particles. And they only be split into waveforms when observed.
They are in a frequency we cannot easily see. In daytime, they are almost invisible to us.
Ghosts are like onions. They will make you cry. And are delicious on a sandwich.
At night, easier to see. The less interference around, lights, other people, and so on, the easier still. If you have noticed animals behaving strangely, this is because they see different wavelengths to us. As is with light, the atmosphere blocks the wavelength of light. The same is true for spiritual wavelengths. But at this time of year, the veil, or spiritual atmosphere, is at its thinnest. And then there is you. Those gathered. People attuned to the mystical, coming together to work as a... qual è la parola? A net, to catch the signal.
Okay, this one I can partially figure out from my Spanish, which is the word or possibly phrase. Veils are normally thin. It's the nature of veils. Yeah, but you can have them in different thicknesses. We need the 1-ply veil. If you got a 2-ply veil, then it's not going to work.
No, that is not correct. Che cos'è? Ah, my words let me down. But look, if you do not believe me, I'm told that crows are a symbol of your Irish death goddess. They are gathering.
Hi, Thomas.
And at night, the dead are roaming. I think they line up for the chance to speak to us. In parting, a warning. We understand ghosts to be the disembodied souls of their old selves, sometimes less or incomplete as to how they were before. So, tomorrow, when the veil is at its thinnest, mind your words. These spirits were once people. They are the intangible remains, and they will be just as driven as they ever were, if not more.
Good talk. Lots of people came to this one too, which makes sense. Oh, excuse me. Look at all these people. So I could get pictured by Rory. Could talk to people. All these action gears too. I'm sorry, everyone. Miss Dean's very good at hiding her shit. As soon as I figure out where it's at. 1 second. Ugh. There we go. My hair is so long that sometimes I'll take a shower and like several minutes, hours later, I'll be like, ugh, that feels uncomfortable, and just find like an entire like thread or a hair has like garroted some part of my body, like just wrapped around my leg or some shit. As was the case right now. Okay. So let's talk to Miss Callahan about the well symbols.
Ah, Declan. Aren't you fierce good coming back to see me?
Sometimes I take a shower, maybe a half an hour after she admitted to lying. I take showers. Yeah, I have quite a bit I could ask you. Let's ask about the well symbols first. I noticed that the well has been covered with these strange symbols. Do you have any idea what they mean? I should certainly hope so. I'm the one who drew them. Oh, the land here has suffered, Declan. I fear this seance, and all its agendas, may push her past the edge. That well is a pillar of the land. Has been since the time of the gods. If it is safe, the land will be safe. Symbols are simply protective. But I fear all these short-sighted people have left us more in need of the optician than a healer. Interesting. Form hypothesis. Okay, I don't know why I needed that to add to this, but Fia's goal is to protect the well, to bless the abilities. Okay, protect the land. I can't reuse that. Interesting. Escape, protect, curse, bless, divine. We could do. Fia's goal is to bless the well to protect the land from the seance aftermath. Okay. Oh, we got some exercise.
Miss Callahan is worried that the seance is going to leave the region decimated. So she is trying to protect the sacred waters to stop that from happening. I should find and confront her about this.
How dare you? Okay. Let's do that exercise real quick. Thank you for the redeem, Mischief. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thank you, Mischief. And how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Alright.
Ah, Deck.
Your goal is to bless the water and protect the land from the seance's aftermath.
Well, you're not wrong. I'd do anything to keep this land safe.
Trying to fix VR. Now you have headache. Oh, I'm sorry.
This lot shouldn't be doing their seance, but I doubt I can stop them. Best I can do is protect the land against them. Charms and spells should do it. And yet they aren't enough. I can't figure it out. I'm getting glimpses of the future here, and it's all death. Not a tree or creature in sight, and none of my old tricks are shifting that. I'm at my wits' end, Declan Ward. Ward. Ha! Now that's a sign and a half.
I don't follow.
Mr. Ward, your name means protection.
A ward is a type of protection. I reckon the universe is telling me something.
I should use you.
I said before, you seemed like good skin. So why don't you lend a hand? Take these components and bring them to the well. Maybe you'll see what I'm missing. May the gods be with you, because they are surely counting on you.
Alright. Interesting. So just go to the well. The waters that spring forth from the well protect the area. I should examine the well and find a way to bless it. And in doing so, protect the nearby inhabitants. Okay. So I can investigate her room for more information too, but I've got the act, so. Got more information on Miss Joyce? Oh, yeah, just her St. Bridget's connection. Anything new on Ruri? No. Okay. Time is advancing quite a bit because we took half an hour there. But I still think
Mr. Ward.
maybe I should ask to get a picture of me. Yeah, okay. Boop-a-doop. Yes. That takes us to 50, but excellent. In my room, I have everything I needed to take and develop your picture quickly. Lead the way.
Now, are you ready? Comfortable?
Yes, I think I am.
Then sit still and look at the camera. And we're done. It'll take me a few minutes to develop it.
Oh, I do have a ghost on me.
Please, Doctor. If you mean to make a fool of me, you have gone too far.
This is no prank. Whoever that spirit is.
Eamon. My brother. Eamon.
Eamon is with you, in a way. I should be clear. You are Catholic, yes? This is not to say that your brother isn't in heaven. Perhaps a way to explain it is to think of him as a guardian angel. But in truth, we don't know. Look there, at Miss MacLeod. No spirits. It's not that there is no loss in her life. So why? Nobody has been able to really explain things like this. That is why this event and Miss Mandavani's promises draw so many. Here. Take a copy. And with it, take solace that your brother is watching over you.
I like how we're sitting for the picture. Hands in lap, staring straight forward.
Thank you, Doctor. This means a lot to me. I can see why you champion these newer ways.
Dr. Callahan doesn't seem concerned that Eamon is watching over me. Is he watching over me, or is he haunting me? Would Dr. Callahan be so sure Eamon was a guardian angel if he knew what had happened? Oh, did we kill our brother? So I can talk to him more. I definitely want to get out there.
Mr. Ward.
And treat the well.
I have to be on my way.
Be well.
Just head on out. So that's probably something. At some point we'll have to solve our own haunting. Oh boy. 5 o'clock sure did pass fast. You knew that I did it? I killed my brother, not Miss Dean.
I'm gonna spook the skunk now.
Weird. Hello, Artifice. Welcome in. How are you? Well, what if Miss Dean was my brother? Well, then congratulations on the successful transition. You're alive! You did it! You're living! Always preferable. Oh, Gazoon, hi, Emmy. There you go. I keep forgetting that I have dash on and hitting it. The transition to a ghost? Listen, any transition's a good transition. Ah, my ears. The dash feels so slow when you're in the like really big areas. Alright, I need to go to the well, which is this one. So, right, left, right. You once played a tabletop character who transitioned as a ghost post-death. It can happen. Hell yeah. Callahan drew them to protect the well, and so in turn the land. Ooh, 16. Alright, I'll perform the ritual. I have the recipe. Now to see if I can find the ingredients that'll make it work. Orange petals from calendula, a candle made of beeswax, runes with Celtic markings, hair from a brown rat, clippings of dog nail, fine-grained sand, branch from a yew tree, seeds of a flax flower, and fresh spring water. The next ingredient is a dash of venom. Well, none of these things are venom, but yew is poisonous. I don't know if calendula is also poisonous. Bees have venom, but not the wax. My guess is going to be yew. Next ingredient is a metal that's blue. Metal that's blue. Cobalt, yeah. Metal that's blue. Is there maybe traces of it in the dog's nails? They appear to be blue. It's not going to be the spring water, right? Fine-grained sand. Silver. Copper, but at the point it's no longer a metal technically. Metal that's blue. Let's try hitting sand, see what happens. Bark from the tree known as yew. Okay, well that's not it. Reset. So, dash of venom. Is calendula poisonous? Calendula. What is calendula? Presumably I could find this all out in the library. It's the daisy family. Marigolds. Control F. Venom. Yeah, no venom in here. What about poison? No. Okay, so I don't think it's calendula. Dash of venom. I don't think flax is venomous. Rats and dogs aren't venomous. Let's do the candle made of beeswax, because bees do have venom. A metal that's blue. Sand. Bark from a tree known as yew. Branch from a yew tree. Mix in some argon. Argon's an element. It's, yeah. It's a gaseous element. Used for gas-filled electric light bulbs, radio tubes, and Geiger counters. Yeah, what? Hi, Burango, welcome in. Argon. Maybe... I wish I could see the whole ritual. Let's put in the dog nails. With some wax. Okay, that's the candle. Okay, hold on. Let's get our notes. Let's get my paper over here. Okay. Dash of venom. I'm just going to put the runes. Metal that's blue. water. Bark from you. And that is very obviously the yew branch. Mix in some argon. Which is a noble gas, so I have no idea what it could be. I'll put in calendula. With some wax. That has to be the wax candle. And top it off with a handful of flax. Which has to be flax. All ingredients added. Okay. So, we know that the branch, the flax, and the wax candle are involved. And we need to use 3 of the other 3 ingredients. Okay. I think somehow the riddle makes it so you don't get you from you. Possibly. Alright. What's the green pluses mean? What green? Oh, these? These are just the magic runes. Ooh, I am going to try snoozing an ad for the first time. My ads are being snoozed for 5 minutes while we try to figure this out. They turn green, Miv, maybe when they're correct? Oh, do they? Metal that's blue. Mix in some argon with some wax. Top it off with a handful of flax. Okay, green, blue, green, blue, blue, blue. Interesting. Let's try that. Left one became green, so metal that's blue, tree known as yew. Interesting. This one turned green when we added the yew. Mix in some argon with some wax. Top it off with a handful of flax. Okay. Reset. So we can brute force this, I think. Dash of venom. Maybe rat. Alright, let's try this real quick. If I just brute force. Is it possible that I need to gather more ingredients somehow? Possibly by talking to Ruri? Let's try this real quick. Hair-bound rat, metal that's blue, bark from a tree that's known as yew, mix in some argon with some wax, top it off with flax. Reset. You think so? I think we might need to get more ingredients. We need to get venom, metal that's blue, and argon. Maybe argon is used in the photo taking process? I don't actually know. Not sure I have everything I need. I wonder where I can get access to more components. Find more components. Okay. Cool. Find more components. So I can talk with Ruri. I get the vibe that Ruri would be able to give me argon. I feel like maybe argon is used in the old photo taking process. A metal that's blue. I would need... Is there anything other than cobalt? Cobalt's the only blue metal I can think of. A metal that's a tool that's undergone rust bluing? I've never heard of that, but it's possible. I've always considered rust... I've always seen rust as like orangey red, but I guess it can cause things to go blue as well. There's blue steel. Silver is blue. Silver is blue? I'll believe you. Iron oxidizes red, but other things oxidize blue? Interesting. Okay, so we'll keep that in mind. Silver is probably it. I could probably go to the library. Do I even play Minecraft? I don't. I've played some Minecraft, but not very much. You mean it looks blue to you? It's possible. I've always considered silver to be, well, silver. Gray. But I am colorblind. Rust bluing is when you boil a rusted tool to create a hard layer of blue oxidized iron. Interesting. Okay. Protects it from further rust. Interesting. Well, thank you for that, Burango. Might be relevant. And I still have it in my notes here. We're also looking for venom, which venom comes from an animal. It's not poison. It has to be something that gets injected. Metal that's blue and some argon. Alright. I'm going to use my second ad snooze here because I think we are going to probably wrap up. It's been 2 hours. Maybe the kitchen or the dining room. Possibly. I can't get in there yet, but I might be able to get some silverware there later. What if I put this poison in a syringe? I don't think it changes it. I think it has to be something that an animal injects you with. You're converting the limonite or hematite into magnetite. A Pokemon. Alright. You've always found the distinction to be silly. That is fair. Categorization is a losing game. Do we have new books now? No. Not on that subject. On medicine? No. On the sciences. Maybe argon? Look up waveforms. Well, that's interesting. That's related to our ghost stuff. But that doesn't get me argon, venom, or metal. I don't think any of these will either. Irish folklore, spiritualism, religion. Okay, so it's not from this. The rust turns hard, sturdy, and blue-gray and protects the tool from normal rust. Very neat. An intricate display, though it lacks the Blake family crest. Perhaps a trophy. Okay, well. I was like, the silver shield. Maybe that's it. But no. Alright. So we'll talk to Rory at some point. I think I have new information on Barbosa? No. I need to find Shabel's full name, but there we go. Rory. Photo of Eamon Ward and photograph of Miss Dean. I guess I could take that. Yeah, I could show that to Rory and see if he can like treat it for ghosts. All right. Venom can be broken down in the stomach. Interesting. All right, save and quit. Thank y'all for coming out and for dealing with me futzing with ads for the first time ever. I hope you guys had a good time. If you have any feedback about the advertising, let me know. Snooze ads. There we go. We're snoozing them for the last time because we're going to be rating out. So, as always, you guys can follow me on socials. I've got a supportive Discord server and Blue Sky. Always post when I'm going live. Pre-rolls are on. Run an ad break to disable them. Oh, okay. The snoozing can buy me more time on the automatic ad rolls, but it can't buy me more time on pre-roll protection. That's fine. We're running out anyways. And if you guys wouldn't mind grabbing yourselves a raid message, let's go find somebody to raid. And I will futz more with advertising and making some other minor repairs to the stream soon. We'll be back with more Seance at Blake Manor tomorrow. Let's see, who is online? Yarny's doing Elden Ring. Prolo's doing Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Flannel Fawn is doing Retro Rewind Video Store Simulator. I just saw her the other day and she looks really cute. So let's try rating her. Not someone I've rated before, so please behave. Yeah, she seems neat. So let's give her a raid. There we go. Start raid. All right. I will see you guys soon. Oh, she's even pixel arty. That's fun. That's a fun aesthetic. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.